So hello guys, what's up and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's me, your girl Barrister Neze, and this is Nezeville. Wonders shall never end. In fact, at the point where we are thinking that wonder is ending, we only discover that wonder is just beginning. Before we get into the story proper of today's video, I would first lay us a foundation because it has now become incumbent for me too. We are seeing defamation everywhere. Defamation has become one of the most popular civil suits in Nigeria in recent time, and I envisage that it's going to get even worse. It's going to continue given the new rise, growth, and trend of social media and opinions everywhere. So we're going to see more of defamation lawsuits flying around. And as your favorite online barrister, I will tell you everything you need to know, at least the basics, so you can be aware about this before we jump into the cocoa proper. So what is this defamation that we are talking about all the time? That we are saying this person has sued that one for 1 billion, the other one for 1 trillion naira. Money just flying here and there. What is defamation? Defamation simply means making or publishing a statement about someone that is capable of damaging that person's reputation in the eyes of reasonable members of society. Under our law, when I say our, I mean Nigerian law, the statements that is claimed to be defamatory must be communicated to at least one other person apart from the person being talked about. Comprehende? So if I say something to you, maybe we fall out, we are in the heat of an argument and we are exchanging words, and I say to you, you are just an armed robber, you are a thief, that's how you go around, you are a harlot, you are a prostitute. That cannot be defamation, because for defamation to hold, another eyes has to read it or another ear has to hear it for that remark or action to be termed defamatory. So for example, if I tell people that Obi is a crook, I'm sorry, your name is Obi, that he steals money from his customers, now that is not just an insult. I am accusing him of theft and potentially damaging his reputation. That could amount to defamation. Now, defamation is basically divided into two. We have libel and we have slander. What is the difference? Very simple. I'll tell you. Are you listening? Follow me. Libel is defamation published in a more permanent form, like through writing, through printing, through photographs or video publications, any kind of recorded publication. This one is the more serious form of defamation, and its punishment is more severe because, as I mentioned, it's more permanent. So even in 50, 100 years to come, it can always be referred to, it can still be seen, it can be spread, it can be read, it can be watched. So the law treats it more seriously. Libel. To make that stick, let me give you an example. For example, I make a Facebook post saying, Juliet is a fraudster. She scams her family members. And I put it out on my social media account. Or maybe a newspaper publishes that same thing about that Juliet of a lady. That can potentially be libel. The libel form of defamation. Slander, on the other hand, is generally defamation in a temporary form. So it's more of spoken words or gestures, not recorded and published though, like spoken. So for example, at a community meeting, I stand up and I tell everyone that Paula is a thief. She stole the association's money. Now that could be slander. So very simply, defamation is the general offense against a person's reputation, while libel is defamatory material in a permanent form. Remember what I told you? Social media, printing it, newspaper publication. Slander is defamatory words communicated in a temporary form, usually spoken. So if I call my group of friends and I tell them that this person is a prostitute, she went to Libya to prostitute when she didn't, I didn't publish it. That is slander, right? I slandered that person. And that, my dear darlings, very basically put, is the law on defamation. Only recently, someone typed, Neze, why not you call Okoye the thief and the fraudster that he is? He stole from his brothers. Why can't you just say that? Based off the sole account of one party. Oh, Neze, Wumi is a murderer. She killed Mohbad. Neze, call Wumi for who she is. Why are you sugarcoating Neze? Wumi is a murderer. Boy, I am not a fool. If that's what you are, if that's what you're about, please go ahead. You may sooner get away with that clustered and mustard in the comment section than I will with an identifiable platform. So when there is an allegation of crime, you might realize, you might see me, that it's either I report it as narrated by the accuser, this is what was alleged according to this person, according to that person, or if I want to state my opinion, you would find that I will wait until I have a decisive, substantial material of facts. Like in this case of the Okoye brothers, a court judgment as the case is in court. That then is no longer defamation. That becomes a truth. And that brings us to the next part that I would like to enlighten us on. But before I do, if you are new here, you're seeing my face for the first time, or if you've been watching us without subscribing, you're yet to subscribe. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. It's just down there. Give this video a big thumbs up. Drop your thoughts down in the comment section and stay glued, for we have so much more coming your way. Don't forget to grab a copy of our book, The Unbroken Spirit. It is a wonderful resource. It's a book that you would enjoy reading. It is so value-packed. You're going to learn so much from it, whether as a single person or a married person. It's not a negative book that will just drive you further down your paths of pain and sorrow. It will open your eyes to a lot of things that you may also have a different perspective about. For those who want hard copies, please note that hard copies are not available on Seller. It's only on Amazon that hard copies are available. If you want any guidance or more information, please mail us info@nezeville.com. My team members and I are there to answer all your questions. So we were talking about truths for every legal wrong, or shall I say most. There are defenses. So we have the case of murder, for example. What's the defense for murder? Do you know? Can you guess? We are in class. Welcome to law school. Can you give me one defense for murder down in the comment section? I'm waiting. Pause the video. Let's have some interaction. So for murder, we have what? Self-defense. This person was coming at me. I had to defend myself, and he died in the process of me defending myself. That is a defense that invalidates the offense of murder. For theft, for example, what is the defense? What can come as a defense for theft? Ownership. Oh, he stole my money. This is my money. This belongs to me. This is my entitlements, my benefits, for example. The proof of ownership, saying this one is not your own. No. Maybe you are thinking that this one is yours, but this is the one I worked for. So I own this. That cancels the offense of theft. Trespass, for example. He trespassed into my property. Lawful authority to enter can cancel the offense of trespass. So if there is a court order giving me the legal and lawful authority to enter that premises, the civil tort or wrong of trespass becomes invalidated, and so we have defamation. What about defamation? What is the legal defense for defamation? There are a couple of them, but the primary one is truth. Now, something being embarrassing, offensive, degrading, or damaging to your reputation does not automatically mean that you will win a defamation case. Why? Because one of the major defenses to defamation is truth. Legally, we call it justification. So, for example, you make a video saying Baba Ijesha is a convicted pedophile, very horrible, a sex offender. That statement is embarrassing, and it may cause people to think very badly of him, even people that didn't know of the case, right? But that alone does not make you liable for defamation. Why? Because it is the truth. It is a matter of court record. He was indeed convicted for that by the High Court, and the Court of Appeal affirmed the conviction of indecent treatment of a child and sexual assault. And he further appealed to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court struck out his appeal, and he was literally told to please get out of here and go and serve your sentence. So something can damage your reputation terribly and still not give you a successful defamation case if the damaging statement is substantially true. The law is not designed to protect your reputation or to give you a good reputation that the true facts do not support. Recall that sometime in June this year, Nollywood actress Judy Austin's ex-husband, Mr. Emmanuel Obasi, sat down on a podcast to tell his own side of the story on the brouhaha between he and his ex-wife, Judy. Now, according to him, he met Judy when he was about 27 years old, married her properly, traditionally, and supported her a lot in those early years. He said that he paid for both her WAEC and NECO examinations, bought her first mobile phone, basically helped her get on her feet.
Judy Austin, I just choose her. That time I'm 27 plus. She's a fine girl, but their pocket is not fine.
How?
Based on family background.
Okay, like yes, she's from a humble.
Yeah, not humble. They are wretched.
Oh.
Wow.
Yes. I'm the very person that makes her to know how phone used to be in hands of anybody. The first phone she used, I bought it, and I didn't bought it a little Samsung True Eye. Yes.
Where they opened that time.
Yes, you open it this way.
Yes.
Like,
yes.
During that time, she told me that the most problem she's facing is WAEC, NECO, and otherwise. I paid for WAEC, NECO, JAMB.
You paid for her WAEC?
Yes. It's not something they can deny. Even, it's not that I sponsor her alone. Everyone will bear with me witness.
He also brought out old pictures and documents on the podcast, including what he said was proof that he paid her bride price. Two of them eventually had 2 children together. But one of the biggest things that Mr. Obasi said and has continued to say was that even while they were still together, Judy was already interested and fascinated by you, Edochie. He claimed that anytime y'all appeared on TV, oh my God, Judy would be so excited and talk about how very much she liked him.
I asked myself, what a man do man for this life?
Mr. Obasi story.
Anytime we are watching television and you will appear, Judy Austin will no longer be concentrated.
Hey.
You'll be telling me, hey, I love this man. The way...
they tell you to your face.
Yes, now, I love this man. But she will not be saying it in that direction. She will be praising him or the way he acts. And after, she will tell me that the voice looks like... the voice like... her uncle Chinedu. So that is why she loved her. The voice alone
sounds like her uncle's voice.
Uncle
Chinedu.
Yes, Uncle Chinedu.
Did you know any Uncle Chinedu?
Yes, that is one of
uncle that is Uncle Chinedu.
Mr. Obasi then went further, alleging that Judy and Yul eventually started something while she was still married to him. And he insisted that he has evidence to back up his claim.
I have 4 evidence to say that they are dating. Understand? They are dating under my roof.
The most emotional part of that interview for many people was when he spoke about his children. He said that after the marriage broke down, he was basically shut out from their lives and that Judy denied him access to his children. In fact, that podcast was not the first time or place that Mr. Obasi made those claims. For some time now, he has insisted that Judy started something with y'all before ending things with him and that he was denied access to his children. Those were the 2 major claims that he made. Now, Judy, on the other hand, has a completely different version of events. She has maintained over time that her marriage to Mr. Obasi had already ended in March of 2013 and that she did not meet or begin a relationship with y'all until much later. So basically, Mr. Obasi is saying, well, we're still married when this man came and snatched my wife and started doing 1 or 2 things with my wife. Judy is saying, no. That marriage was already long done before y'all and I began anything. She rejected these infidelity allegations and said she intended taking legal action. Dear brothers and sisters, she has. In this video Mr. Obasi posted online, we saw a court bailiff, that's an official of the court, presenting Mr. Obasi with court documents for service. As Mr. Obasi went through the papers, he pointed out that Judy was named as the claimant, meaning she was the one that approached the court and commenced that particular action. Ladies and gentlemen, a legal battle has officially ensued.
Okay. The writ of summon and the hearing notice. Today the matter is coming on 29th of September 2026. Yes.
Okay. So as you people can see, it's now official that the name here is Mrs. Judy Austin Yule Edochie. So I have received the lawsuit and the law trouser from the court messenger. So I welcome the very gentleman. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Yeah. It's all right. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
So May is in court, petitioning for a divorce from y'all while seeking damages from Judy over allegations of the adultery she allegedly committed with her husband during the course of their statutory marriage. Judy, on the other hand, is denying having started a relationship with y'all as a married woman while suing Mr. Obasi for defamation. Okay. Now, just when I thought that was all, the next thing I saw flying on social media was another writ of summons, another court process, also from Judy Austin, but this time to y'all Edochie's aunt. Now, he calls her his aunt. She's not directly his father's sister. She's not directly his aunt. But you know, we Africans, we Nigerians, we use that term aunt very loosely. Rita Edochie is married to Daddy Tony. And Daddy Tony is Pet Edochie's brother. So she is one of the, in Igbo land, we call her Mamuku. She's one of the chief matriarchs of the Edochie family, and she has been married and been a part of that family for about 40 years.
Amen.
This is a blessed home. Anything polygamous home that he doesn't want it, and that is what we maintain, and that is what we stand in.
Yes, so. Ibu. Ibu.
Now, if you have been following on the EDOCHIE dispute, you would already know that Mommy Rita has been very vocal and very clear about her stance in this whole drama and about her support for Yo's estranged and legal wife, May EDOCHIE, while calling out women who try sneaking themselves into marriages through the back door. Now, has she ever directly called out Judy's name in those her posts? Maybe, maybe not. I cannot find any post where Judy Austin's name was directly mentioned. But can that still make her liable? I would address that. We will talk about that. But first, let us read what was filed against her by Judy and Judy's lawyers. Writ of summons in the High Court of the Federal Capital Territory in the Abuja Judicial Division, holding at Abuja, between Mrs. Judy Austin Yul EDOCHIE as the claimant and RITA EDOCHIE as the defendant. Let's go to the endorsements. The claimant, who is Judy Austin, claims against the defendant, who is RITA EDOCHIE, as follows. The sum of 1 billion naira only as general damages for defamation. So Judy is suing her ex-husband 1 billion for 1 billion naira for defamation, and she is suing the chief matriarch of the family she is trying to enter or get into, RITA EDOCHIE, for I think it's 50 million naira. Secondly, an order compelling the defendant to publish a full unreserved retraction and apology to the claimant in at least 2 widely circulated national newspapers, as well as on her social media platforms. This one I'm seeing her here. Are you sure it's not also 1 billion for Mommy Rita? I'll clarify that. So in addition to the 1 billion naira, Judy is asking Yo's aunt and Mr. Obasi, her ex-husband, to pay. She's also asking the court to compel them to publish a retraction of what they said and publish an apology in 2 national newspapers. Okay, as well as on their social media platforms. 3, an order of perpetual injunction. Remember that in the last video of Peter and Paul, I explained what an injunction is, right? Where the court will give an order stopping something, or compelling you to do something, or compelling you to stop doing something, right? So an order of perpetual injunction restraining the defendants, her agents, and her privys from further publishing or circulating all defamatory statements against the claimant. So this one Judy is asking for now. This perpetual injunction is telling the court to order Mommy Rita never ever again, that's after retracting and apologizing, never ever again in her life to say anything that will sound defamatory against her. Number 4, an order directing the defendant to take down all defamatory statements made by her against the claimant on all her online platforms. So not only retracting and saying, oh, what I said was wrong, I thereby retract my statement. Judy is asking the court to order Mommy Rita to go to all posts that she has made throughout the history of this Kasala and delete all of them, expunge them from social media. What is the next request in the endorsement? Number 6 and the final one, that 10% post-judgment interest from the date of judgment to the date of the final liquidation of the judgment sum. So Judy is asking that after the court awards this judgment sum of 1 billion naira, let me say the court agrees with her and awards that 1 billion naira as damages for defamation, that immediately that award has been given by the court, let it start reading interest, 10% interest from the day the court makes that pronunciation to the day that they make the payments. So if Mommy Rita does not pay that 1 billion in maybe 2 years, maybe she needs to liquidate some of her properties or sell some of her ancestral lands to get that 1 billion naira, that 10% interest will accrue from that date the judgment is given to the date that she is able to make the payment. So she's also asking for interest, judgment interest. Okay, Mr. Obasi's own is slightly different. Okay, all those retraction, deleting, they are the same. But Mr. Obasi's own differs in the sense that he is also being sued for 1 billion naira as general damages, 500 million naira in aggravated damages, and another 500 million naira in exemplary damages. In addition to that, Judy is also asking the court to issue an order directing Mr. Obasi to pay the sum of 100 million naira as the cost of the action. So litigation is not really cheap. The cost of paying for the services of the lawyer, the cost of the whole trial and everything. Judy is asking that Mr. Obasi reimburses her the sum of 100 million naira to cover that expense. And that, my dear brothers and sisters, are the details of this suit. Now, in response to this, let us hear what Mama Rita had to say. She said, I received a message from one Mrs. Judith EDOCHIE, and up till now, I am still wondering and utterly confused about who the bearer of that name is, because I don't know anyone by that name. As a matter of fact, the only Mrs. EDOCHIE that I know is Queen May EDOCHIE. Thank God, this mommy, no grief for anybody. That is mommy's motto. Mommy is saying, as a matter of fact, the only Mrs. EDOCHIE that I know is Queen May EDOCHIE, his legal wife. Wanting to be addressed by that name is very provocative right now, which I take as a terrible slap on the face of the EDOCHIEs. This woman, Iwago. Anyway, since you insist on being addressed that way, I would like you to present your marriage certificate, highlighting the exact confirmation of that weird name, Mrs. Judith EDOCHIE. Only then will I give further response to this very message. The Alukwano great lovers of Rita EDOCHIE, Ibukweno, hey, Kwezwono, yay, and the court choruses, amen. So just as I earlier explained about the primary defense for defamation, truth, justification, for Mr. Obasi, the question is, can he show evidence to substantiate his claims of Judy's relationship with y'all starting during the subsistence of their marriage? Can he? We will see about that. Or can he show proof that his children were kept from him? We would see about that. For Mommy Rita, I am not privy to the exact publication that Judy is suing Mama Rita for, so I cannot appraise and dissect it properly because I don't have the publication in question here. But if someone calls one a concubine or a backyard woman, a backyard wife who was not married but who is cohabiting with a man bearing his name or attempting to bear his name and bearing his kids, and indeed legally there is no marriage existing, can that really be defamation? Because I too saw on the writ of summons, Mrs. Judy EDOCHIE. When legally speaking, such a person, such a title does not exist in law, because whatever was attempted to be done under the guise of a marriage was not only invalid but was illegal. So in law, does such a person, Mrs. Judy EDOCHIE, exist when the law has told us very categorically that any and every marriage attempted to be consummated during the existence of a legal statutory marriage is null and void? Does such a person, does such a claimant really exist? We will find out as this case unravels. Now, away from law and legal, because you know that sometimes I like to address things legally, sometimes I like to address things, realistically. away from the legal part of it, what sincerely do you think about Judy attempting to get into a well-established, well-structured family and then suing one of the mama ukwus of that family, one of the chief matriarchs of that family that she is trying to join? Do you think indeed that it is a stupid and ill-thought move and thing to do? Or do you think that she is free to exercise her legal rights of redress? Let us get your thoughts down in the comment section. This will be an interesting one, and I will be on the lookout. If more information comes up, be sure that I will let us know. So guys, yes, we have come to the end of today's video. If you are new here, you are seeing my face for the first time, or if you've been watching us without subscribing, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, give this video a big thumbs up, drop all your thoughts down in the comment section, and stay glued for we have so much more coming your way. Now is the time to hurry and grab a copy of the book, The Unbroken Spirit. It is a wonderful read, and there is so much that you're going to learn from it, especially as it pertains to relationships, marriages, and abuse. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. It's me, your girl, Barrister Neze, and this is Nezeville. I'll see you in our next one. For now, bye.